Now at 11, House Bill 68 will not be going into effect next week. That's the ruling today from a Franklin County judge.
Well, this comes 3 weeks after the ACLU of Ohio filed a lawsuit asking for the courts to step in. The law bans gender-affirming care for children under the age of 18 and would keep transgender kids from playing women's and girls' sports. 10 TV's Carly Dion joins us live from the State House tonight with more on what lawmakers and the community has to say. Carly?
Yolanda, Andrew, House Bill 68 was supposed to go into effect next Wednesday, but is now on hold after a judge temporarily blocked it earlier this afternoon.
This ruling is a tremendous relief.
Opponents of House Bill 68, like Mallory Golsky with the Kaleidoscope Youth Center, say this news comes as a relief to many of the kids they work with in the community.
It buys them a little bit more time to continue receiving that care, to pursue that care if they had not already been on hormones.
House Bill 68 blocks gender-affirming care for minors in Ohio, except some cases like if a child is already on puberty blockers and hormones. They can continue taking them as long as their doctor can prove it would cause harm if they stopped. Golsky says it's a way for trans people to be able to see themselves when they look in the mirror as who they truly are.
It's a way for them to look in the mirror and not be burdened by, body parts that they don't want to have there. It's a way for them to, hear their voice sound the way they want it to sound.
For lawmakers like State Representative Gary Click, who co-sponsored the bill, this decision does not come as a surprise.
We have lower court disappointments, but higher court victories.
Representative Click believes if this case makes its way to the Ohio Supreme Court, the bill will eventually become law.
Because there's no constitutional right to injure children. There's no constitutional right to chemically castrate children. There is no constitutional right to this. This is malpractice, and we're going to win in the end.
About 3 months ago, both the House and Senate voted to override Governor DeWine's veto of the bill. DeWine stated he vetoed the bill because he believes decisions about gender-affirming care for children should be decided by their parents, not the state. On Tuesday, DeWine said this is something that will continue to play out in court.
Everybody knew that this would go to court eventually. It will, whatever the decision the local judge makes, it will go up to the Court of Appeals, and I'm sure they'll go from there to the Ohio Supreme Court.
But first, the judge could extend this ban for another 2 weeks, awaiting a hearing on the case brought by the ACLU. A longer preliminary injunction could be signed, or the judge could let the law go into effect. Until then, both sides plan to keep fighting.
We know that we're just going to have to keep up this fight for the long term.
We will prevail in the end as this makes its way through the justice system.
Now, in response to the judge's block today, Attorney General Dave Yost says they plan to fight vigorously to defend this statute, and he's confident the law will be upheld. Live at the State House, Carly Dion, 10 TV News.
Carly.